Hey guys, this is YT42 and welcome to Super Metroid, the final Let's Play that I'll be doing for YT42 and ever probably. But yeah, it's been a fun 12 years, but it's time to finish the journey with my favourite game of all time. At least it's one of my favourite games of all time, if not my favourite. I've already played this before for the channel 7 years ago now, but you know, obviously that's outdated and I'd like to do this game justice, because I love it to death. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I am recording this off my Super Nintendo, the exact same one that I used to record the original Let's Play. In fact, I think maybe one of these no, I definitely would have gotten rid of my Let's Play file from then, but that's my first file ever from a long time ago, 6 hours to beat the game. And this is my test playthrough file, so we're just gonna clear that. Yeah. I've done about I can't think of how many playthroughs I've done in this game, but it's definitely up there. That's for sure. Anyway, let's get started. Super Metroid. I'm playing the PAL version. I own the PAL version because I'm Australian, so you're gonna get German subtitles. Let's fix all these terrible things. Angle up. There we go. That's mine. My default's now special setting. Don't care about any of that. Let's go.
The last Metroid is in captivity.
The coolest intro ever to a game. Probably, I don't know. I like it. So, thankfully, unlike the Fusion Let's Play a few months ago, I have done a test playthrough. If anything, I didn't need to do a test playthrough of this game, but I did. So, you know, just in case. And I think that was a good idea because, you know, in one of the later areas is always, I never forget where to go. Or I always forget where to go through it every single playthrough. That was it, really. So yeah, obviously we got our story. It takes place after Metroid 2, so you know, Samus defeated Mother Brain on Zebus before, and then she went to go kill all Metroids, but left one alive because it saw her as her mother. So here's where the new stuff takes off. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Federation Research Station at Ceres, so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Forschung Station, Ceres. Having German subtitles really adds to it. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Sorry, the text is a bit slow. So yeah, repeat playthroughs, you can't skip this intro ever. So, satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. Uh-oh. Back we go, I guess. Also, apologies if you ever hear any what sounds like wind. It's not wind, it's raining outside. Not harsh rain, just nice rain, you know. Alright, let's get things started. So on my TV that I'm playing this on, I've switched the aspect ratio to 4:3, so it doesn't look like stretched garbage. Unfortunately, Elgato, I don't know where the setting is to change it to 4:3 without reducing it and making it standard definition. Even though I want this in high definition, it's, you know, the best I can. So I'm just gonna have to manually reset it to 4x3 when I edit. But hey, there's also all the dead scientists. Sorry, I've played this game so many times that trying to be cinematic and see it as the first time ever is kind of difficult. But anyway, here's Metroid, and here's Ridley, who is trying to take the Metroid away. Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Also, God knows what happens to all our upgrades from Metroid 2. Samus obviously didn't think she needed them. And there's two ways to get through this encounter. Speedrunners, and me, when I'm impatient, will just get hit by Ridley enough times to the point where, we take enough damage, or you can damage him enough times. Either way, this will happen. It'll take off, and the emergency self-destruct goes off, because of course it does. I can't speak German. That definitely was not a German accent, so apologies to all my Germanic friends. Germanic, that's not what that means in German. Rather, anyway, let's get out of here. Show me about the scientists. And the steam here will always be annoying. So yeah, there's just going to be bits of steam coming out of the floors and walls that just halt you and slow you down. And now we've got to go up this Mode 7 tilting tower. That sounds familiar. Where is it? Oh, that's Fortnite, isn't it? Just had a slight bit of curiosity, only to be shot down by a realisation of what it was. Ah, well, let the kids have their fun, I suppose. Off to Zebus, because the game doesn't actually show it, but Ridley does flee to Zebus, which is still standing, better than it ever did, looking like a true survivor. So, we gotta stop it from feeling like a little kid. That's forced, I'm sorry. Alright, so down onto criteria. It's raining outside at the moment, so it's actually fits the mood. Alright, so let's head in. Everything's all abandoned. Yeah, this area wasn't in Metroid 1. This is criteria. It's in Zero Mission, the remake, but that's it. So, the more you know. Here comes the platform. Can't dodge it. I never dodge it. God, playing this game feels like coming back to an old friend, It's just comfortable. Just comfortable to play through. Alright. So let's head down. And things are eerily quiet around here. No sign of Ridley. And if this looks familiar, well it should. We're back in Brinstar now from Metroid 1. And we got the morphine ball, sorry. Now there's a camera looking at us. What? That's weird. Yeah, so it's kind of strange, I really should have let's play these games in order, because the first Metroid game I did was this one. But obviously this is Metroid 3. Also, when Metroid 5 comes out one day, it's been almost 20 years, but one day, right? Also, we got our missiles, which is good. When Metroid 5 comes out one day, I am really hoping that it says Metroid 5 in the beginning, just like this game and Fusion do. Where is it? Is it here? I can't remember where it is, but yeah, I don't mind that. The camera's looking at me. Extra missile expansion here. We will be back in this room. Presumably. I may forget. This isn't 100%, by the way. I will at least strive to get the best ending, which means beating the game under 3 hours. I should be able to do that. You know, I did it in my test playthrough and I hadn't played the game for a few years before then, so should be doable. Alright. So let's head back up. The lights are on. Uh-oh, space pirates! And they go down on one hit. Because they're pathetic. Yeah, we've been ambushed. I guess. I don't know. You can't really ambush Samus, can you? I mean, not unless you knock her back into a wall. I guess. If Prime's anything to go by. But this is before then, so... This section's always a race against time against myself to see, because obviously whenever I get to the section, it's probably been a few years since I played the game last, and I'm always like, okay, how rusty have I gotten? And it's never really that bad, you know. It's just climbing out of a pit. But then, you know, I try wall jumping to go, okay, how bad have I gotten? If I fall down, I go, oh, probably pretty bad, right? Just little things. Just girl things, right? When you love a game so much. Alright, up we go. Yeah, I definitely know it's been a few years when I get to this section of the game and I can't remember. First of all, I can never remember what's in these rooms, right? Ever. Obviously none of them are the required way to go, but I never remember what's in them. I can't remember if there's missile expansions or if this is the map room. This is the map room. Okay. Alright, well that's useful actually. Tell you what else is useful, the fact that whenever you're in the pause menu, and this applies to every Metroid game I think, or at least the map menu or whatever, you know, as long as the game isn't going, your timer doesn't tick down, you know, for your total time played, right? You know, Metroid's the one series, for me at least, where the shorter the play time, the better. Obviously there's others like that, but Metroid's the one that I feel that the most with. Alright. So now we've got the morph ball, we can head down here. Alright, let's head in. And grab ourselves some bombs. And look at that weird condensed sprite, which looks straight out of Metroid 1. But uh-oh, we can't leave. And Samus has ADHD because he just feels like wall jumping. Anyway, this is a Chozo statue that's come to life and doesn't really like us much. So if you have a strap for health or ammo, you can shoot his little breath thing there. It's little... They look like those kids' toys that you have, like those toys you have as a kid that were just balls, and they would have this little ball on the inside and like a little shell, and oh, his head's come off. Doesn't matter because he's down. Also, for those of you who never played Super, that's first of all, what is your problem? Nah. Yeah, you're going to be hearing what became Ridley's theme later on a lot, because, you know, it's not just Ridley's theme in this game. That guy just had it. Played during the escape. Oh, right, bombs. We have bombs. Yeah, you're going to hear it during the escape. You heard it just then. You're going to hear it not just when fighting Ridley, essentially. So, you know, get used to it, I suppose. Which is fine, because it's a fantastic song. And speaking of which, this game's soundtrack, man. I will never, ever, ever get tired of this game's soundtrack. Ever. It is amazing. And we're not at the best songs in the game yet, or the best song yet, and I think it's pretty obvious which one that is. Also, just use one missile on these space pirates, these green ones, and they'll go down instantly. So, Just go ahead and do that. This room we'll be back to later, but I don't want to waste my timer because that doesn't go anywhere yet. Yeah, this sort of looks like those kids' toys I was talking about. Like they roll around on the ground. They have like these weird shell casings on the outside. I don't know how to describe them without pulling up a picture, but I wouldn't know where to find a picture because I don't know how to describe them in Google Images. So, alright, down we head into New Brinstar. This is the jungle Brinstar. It's still part of the same Brinstar we were just in, you know. That's even though we saw Turian from the last game, it's Brinstar now. Please call me by my actual name. So yeah, and Brinstar's big. Brinstar's got, you know, it's got this area, it's got all sorts of other things, but you know, obviously it had that opening area. We can't go across there yet, so I just grab these missiles. Yeah, it's got a lot in it this time, so it's kind of cool. Well, it's kind of weird because you think, oh well, you know, we could say that there were more areas and just split them up a bit. Is this the map room? Every time oh, it's a save room, but we'll take it at least. Every time I play through this game, I never remember when you first go into an area, whether it be, you know, Criteria or this part of Brinstar. I never remember, oh, which room is which. I know this room's progress, you want to go to the right, but I think the room on the left there is the map room, I believe, so. Yeah, and if I get the opportunity, I will generally go for the map room in these games because God knows I never remember. Those just when you first go into an area and you got this long drop and you got all these doors that go off left and right, and some of them have missiles, some of them don't, or some of them are red doors. I mean, you know, all these things. And I go like, well, I don't remember. One thing I'll never forget how to do is wall jump, because wall jumping allows you to, 1, get this early, 2, break this game in half. Yeah, because it was intended for you to do this, right? But they want to make you feel like, oh, you weren't supposed to do that, but you found your own solution to this game's puzzles. It's the same thing that makes Breath of the Wild shrines so enjoyable for a lot of people, myself included, because, oh, I'll just make my own solution to this puzzle, because I can't figure it out, or I can figure it out, but I don't want to do it that way, I want to do it my way, so. Can't go up there yet. Anyway, more missiles here. And yeah, that's why I love Super Metroid so much, because you can just do stuff. And to give you an idea of how crazy it gets, people can beat this game by doing the bosses in reverse order. There are 4 main bosses that you have to do before you can go to the final area. This needs Powerbomb, doesn't it? Yeah. And you can do them in any order, essentially. You're not... Well, obviously you can, but you're not advised to. Can't go there yet. Oh yeah, that's a new thing, is you can go into Morph Ball in midair, so that's always lovely. I forgot what I was going to say. It really is just like 7 years ago. Let's Playing 7 years ago. I never remember what I was going to say. But yeah, obviously you can, that's what I was going to say, you can do bosses in reverse order. It's really tricky to do, I've never done it myself. It requires sequence breaking to another level. Whatever, we'll just ignore him. Okay, we're going to need to farm a little bit of energy here, because we've got a boss fight coming up. First of all, let's go to the save room. Yeah, so, not always, but if you see a save room, you can, it's a safe assumption that there'll be a boss fight nearby. Not always, obviously, but I think a better way to remember it is, you know, if you're about to go into a boss room and you can tell, there's probably a save point nearby. I didn't mean to jump down here. We're gonna kill you, get some energy, and you know, not get destroyed by this boss coming up. This will only take a few seconds. But yeah, I've beaten this game many times, but I'll still save just in case, because yeah, some of these... I think this game is really good when it comes to challenge, you know, things aren't too ridiculous. One of the later bosses is pretty difficult though, just because he takes a lot of damage. So, you know, but even this boss, right, which I'm very confident I won't die on, I still think, you know, I'll save anyway. There we go. Yeah, you kill these guys with one missile. Well, you have to kill them with one missile, I guess. I miss. I miss again. There we go. Alright. Yeah, basically, if there's ever a grey door or something, you know, it's not blue, it just means that it's deactivated and you need to do something to turn it on. Also, you can shoot these things for health, ammo, what have you. This is Spore Spawn. Not a great first boss, I guess technically if you don't want to count Ridley. Because it's very boring. It is very boring. Because all of it is just like this. This is all you do, is you just sit here in Morph Ball and you can't get hit. Except by maybe the occasional spore. But it does no damage really. And you just wait for him to open his clam and hopefully you can get 2 missiles in, which I didn't. Rule of thumb with Metroid bosses is the redder they are, the closer they are to death. So obviously this guy started off super green and now he's getting darker and he's slowly going to turn into a red shade. So sweet, we got 2 in there. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Also, what's really cool is that if you... So, green doors, right, we're about to get the item. Super missiles, right? Only super missiles can open green doors. And you're not supposed to have super missiles by this point. But, if you sequence break, because you can, and get super missiles early, then you can open this door, you know, and get back out. You still have to beat this boss, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, I guess that's just something cool, like this developers acknowledging, hey, you know, you can have that. Or, because, you know, you get the super missile after this boss fight, you can go, oh, that's what opens those green doors. You know, this may as well be a grey door, essentially. But, oh well. We actually need more missiles here. Any second now. There we go. Alright. And we're just gonna wall jump off his corpse and have him harden. Alright. I'm sorry. I don't mean to seem like the epic game master who's played this, or who's, you know, just does things to show off, but you know, I play this game a lot. And wall jumping is really fun. I don't care who you are, you love to wall jump in this game. If you can do it, it is so much fun, because you can do it off one wall. It's like Mega Man X, except trillion times better.